It started with a photo. Isn't that how these things always go? You're not looking for anything. You're not suspicious. You're just cleaning out the guest room closet on a lazy Sunday, trying to feel productive. And then you find a box that was supposed to stay sealed. My wife, Melissa, always told me that closet was just storage. Seasonal decorations, old college stuff, random junk. But that day, while reaching for a dusty wreath, I knocked the box over. A stack of loose photos spilled out like a deck of memories I never shuffled. And there it was, a photo I'd never seen before. Melissa, dressed in white, standing next to me. Only, it wasn't our wedding, because I wasn't there. And the man beside her was Anna's ex, my best friend at the time. I stared at it like it was a hallucination. Melissa was in a wedding dress, beaming, holding a bouquet. But she never told me she'd been married before. She swore I was her first. I sat down on the carpet, holding the photo like a live wire. Then I saw Anna in the corner of the shot, dressed in blue, standing stiff, expression unreadable, and everything shifted. I met Anna in college. We were both in an advanced literature seminar. Me only half interested, mostly trying to look smart. Her razor-focused, eyes always scanning, fingers always writing something in the margins of her books. She wasn't easy to talk to. She didn't smile a lot. She didn't flirt. But there was something about her quiet gravity, like she was always 2 steps ahead of everyone else and didn't feel the need to prove it. Naturally, I fell for her like a fool. I spent the whole semester trying to make her laugh. When I finally did, it felt like I'd cracked open a locked vault. We dated for almost 2 years. She wasn't overly affectionate, but she was honest, fiercely loyal. She didn't say, "I love you," lightly, and when she finally did, it felt earned. That was back when I still believed in things staying earned. Melissa, on the other hand, was everywhere. She was a year younger, not in college at the time, still figuring things out, taking time off, as she called it. She'd show up at Anna's apartment unannounced, stay for days, borrow Anna's clothes, eat our leftovers, flirt with every guy at every party, including me. I never flirted back. Not really. I brushed it off. So did Anna at first. But over time, things shifted. Anna grew colder. She accused me of being too friendly with her sister. I told her she was being paranoid, that I only wanted her. She didn't believe me. I didn't know it then, but something had already started to rot. She left in March. No dramatic fight. No broken dishes. No final ultimatum. Just a note on the kitchen counter. "I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, Anna." I remember reading it over and over, like maybe the meaning would change if I stared hard enough. It didn't. Her keys were gone. So was her toothbrush. But everything else, books, clothes, her favorite coffee mug, still sat there, untouched, like she'd only meant to leave for a weekend. I called her, dozens of times. She didn't answer. I texted her. I emailed. I even drove to her parents' house, but they told me she didn't want to see me. No explanation. Just that flat wall of finality. Melissa came by 2 days later. I hadn't seen her in weeks. She knocked softly, stood there in a hoodie, no makeup like she was grieving too. "She's stubborn," she said. "When Anna decides something's over, it's over." I nodded numbly. Melissa sat with me that night. She brought Chinese food. Said she hated seeing me like that. She told me Anna had always been too cold, too serious, too emotionally distant. That I deserved better. Someone who wanted me fully. She didn't say she meant herself, but she didn't need to. I didn't mean to fall for Melissa. That's the part people always assume, that it was quick, that it was easy, but it wasn't. It was slow, quiet, like a fog rolling in at night. You don't notice it at first, not until everything's already wet. She started coming by more often, just checking in, bringing takeout, sitting close. She didn't flirt, not right away. She was soft, careful, sympathetic. She'd look at me with those sad eyes, like she knew exactly how much I was hurting. And she never brought up Anna unless I did. "I just don't get it," I remember saying once. "How can someone walk away without telling you why?" Melissa just nodded. Maybe she was scared, or maybe she never really knew what she wanted. I wanted to believe that. It was easier than thinking I'd done something wrong. The first time we kissed, it was raining. We were on my couch, watching something neither of us were really paying attention to. She turned to say something, and I kissed her mid-sentence. She didn't pull away. She stayed the night. After that, it stopped feeling like something that happened to me and started feeling like something I chose. But looking back now, I wonder if she'd been steering it all along. I proposed on a Sunday afternoon. No crowd, no dramatic setup, just a ring on the kitchen table and a half-nervous, half-defeated. What do you think? Melissa cried, of course. Said yes before I finished the question. Kissed me like she'd won something. Maybe she had. The wedding came fast. Neither of us wanted something big. She said she just wanted something simple, something that felt like us. But the truth was, I didn't want anyone looking too closely. Especially not Anna. She never came. I don't even know if she was invited. Melissa handled the invitations. I didn't ask. Our honeymoon was quiet, domestic. 2 nights in a rental cabin, board games, and cheap wine. We told ourselves it was cozy. But even then, something about it felt like pretending. The first year was fine. That's the word I keep circling back to. Fine. No big fights. No passion either. Just days strung together like lights on a dim strand. Small, flickering, barely warm. Melissa kept things pleasant. She laughed a lot. Took photos of us for Instagram. Told everyone we were so in sync. And I played along. Because it was easier than pulling apart a life we'd barely begun. But every now and then, especially at night, I'd catch her looking at me like she knew. Like she was waiting for me to realize the mistake. Or maybe afraid I already had. I saw her in a bookstore. Of all places. I was there on a random Thursday, killing time between meetings, flipping through a travel memoir I had no intention of buying. And then I looked up, and there she was. Anna. Same posture. Same expression. Brows slightly furrowed as she read the back of a novel. Hair tied up. Glasses slipping down her nose. I froze. My heart did something strange. Not a flutter, not quite panic. Just a cold, sudden stillness. Like the moment before a wave hits. She didn't see me at first. I said her name, quietly. She looked up, and then she smiled. Not the kind of smile you give a friend. Not forced. Not bitter. Just soft. Like I wasn't a ghost from her past. Luke, she said. Like it hadn't been 6 years. Like we'd just run into each other at the campus cafe. We talked. Nothing dramatic. Surface stuff. Where we lived. What we did. I told her I was married. She nodded. Eyes unreadable. Then, just as I was about to walk away, I asked, "Why did you leave like that?" She looked at me for a long time. And then she said it, quiet, almost embarrassed. "I never left, Luke. Melissa told me you were done with me. She said you were already seeing someone else." I stood there, blinking. "What?" She said you moved on, that you didn't want to talk to me. I believed her. My mouth went dry. She showed me a text. Anna added, "From your phone. Said you wanted her, not me." I couldn't speak. She looked down at her book. "Maybe I should have asked you directly, but I trusted her. She was my sister." I wanted to laugh. Instead, I just whispered she wasn't mine. She was in the kitchen when I got back, still in her gym clothes, hair tied up, sipping a smoothie like it was just another Tuesday. "Hey, you're home early," she said without looking up. I didn't answer. She turned, saw my face, set the glass down slowly. "What happened?" I saw Anna. Her expression didn't crack, but her posture did. A shift in the shoulders, barely noticeable. "Oh." She told me everything. Melissa didn't speak. She told me you ended it, that you told her I was done, that I had someone else. She believed you. You lied to both of us. Still, she said nothing. No denial. No outrage. Just silence. I stepped closer. "Did you fake the text?" Pause. Then, "She wasn't right for you." My chest tightened. "She would have crushed you," Melissa said, voice soft now, like a nurse soothing a dying patient. "You were always chasing her. I saw the way you were with her, desperate to keep her happy. You were never yourself. You took her from me." "No," she said. "I saved you." Her voice broke just slightly on that last word. I shook my head. "You didn't save me. You stole my choice." She took a step forward, reaching, almost like she wanted to touch my face, but halfway through remembered she didn't get to anymore. "You were happy, weren't you? We had good years." I nodded slowly. "Yes, we did. Because I tried. I tried to love you like I was supposed to. I tried to forget her." And I looked her straight in the eyes. I failed. Melissa's jaw tightened. Her arms folded, defensive now. You're throwing away a marriage over something that happened before we were even together? No, I said. I'm walking away because everything since then was built on a lie. Then I picked up my keys. She didn't stop me, didn't cry, didn't chase. Because in that moment, we both knew the performance was over. I didn't go to Anna. Not that night. Not the next day. I needed to know I wasn't walking from one mistake into another. So I got a hotel. Week to week. Beige carpet. Buzzing mini fridge. The kind of place where no one asked your last name. And for the first time in years, I stopped explaining myself. To Melissa. To Anna. Even to me. I replayed everything in my head. The missed signs, the silence. The way I'd let someone else narrate my life. But here's the thing. Sometimes, you don't lose everything at once. You lose it in pieces. Quietly. Willingly. Calling it love. I called Anna a week later. Not to win her back. Just to talk. She answered on the second ring. We didn't say much. We didn't need to. She said she forgave me. I said I didn't forgive myself. She told me that wasn't required. We met for coffee the next week. No expectations. No declarations. Just two people sitting across from each other, older, a little bruised, a little wiser. She looked good. Not like a fantasy. Like a person. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel like a man living someone else's life. I didn't know what would happen next. I just knew it would finally be mine.